Welcome to Isekai to watch. Sometimes it's hard to find Isekai anime that feels original and refreshing. Lots of titles go with the same exact plot and even with the same looking character. But in today's video we're gonna go through the top 10 amazing, original and sometimes even unexpected anime titles. Hope you'll find there's something interesting to watch. Number 1 in our list. So I'm a spider, so what? In a world where the battle between hero and demon lord repeated itself time and time again, an enormous spacetime spell misfired and hit a certain Japanese high school class on Earth, killing everyone in it. However, guided by what seemed to be a miracle, the students were all reincarnated into that other world. While a handful was fortunate enough to become royalty, nobles, and other kinds of influential people, one girl was not so lucky. Being reborn as a spider monster of the weakest kind in a dungeon filled with vicious beasts, she is forced to experience extreme hardship. Even so, armed with nothing but her human knowledge and overwhelming positivity, she continues to press on and survive against creatures much stronger than herself. Number 2. Uncle from Another World. This one is what's called reverse isekai, which is literally the opposite situation of an earthling being transported to another world. In modern-day Japan, Takafumi Takoaka picks up his uncle who recently awakened from a 17-year coma after being hit by a truck. Uncle shows the ability to use magic spells, and explains that he was actually sent to another world. Takafumi lets his uncle move in with him, and they, joined by Takafumi's childhood friend Sumika Fujimiya, spend the days helping uncle adjust to modern society while also watching his memories of the other world. Number 3. Boy Kongming. One more example of an amazing reverse isekai. The famous military strategist Zhuge Liang Kongming met his demise in the Battle of Wujiang Plains. On his deathbed, he wishes that his next life were in a peaceful place, free from bloodshed. He is reborn, in his youth, in modern Japan, appearing in the middle of a costume party for Halloween in the club district of Tokyo. The partygoers of Shibuya lure him to a nightclub where he meets Eiko Tsukimi, an aspiring singer, and his second life begins. Number 4. The Devil is a Part-Timer. The demon lord Satan seeks to conquer the world of End-Isla by annexing its 4 continents with the help of his demon generals Elciel, Lucifer, Malakota, and Adramelech. After being confronted by the hero Emilia and her companions, after they had killed Malakota and Adramelech, Satan and Elciel escaped the world of End-Isla through a gate to modern Tokyo, Japan. However, due to the lack of magic in the modern contemporary world, both Satan and Elciel change into forms representing what they would look like if they were human. In order to survive, Satan takes a part-time job in a fast food restaurant named McDonald's, while Elciel serves as his houseman. One day, Satan, who now goes by Sadao Mao, meets a girl who was actually Emilia in the form of Emi Yusa. The story then unfolds and explores the personalities of each of the characters and their moral values. More characters show up from End-Isla and they too face the new world dilemmas, often comically. Number 5 in our list is Overlord. The final hour of the popular virtual reality game Yggdrasil has come. However, Momonga, a powerful wizard and master of the Dark Guild Ainzel Gown, decides to spend his last few moments in the game as the servers begin to shut down. When the shutdown time arrives, Momonga discovers that the game hasn't vanished. Instead, it appears as if Nazarick has been transported to another world altogether and its various NPCs becoming actual living beings. Momonga has been trapped in the form of his game avatar, leaving him unable to use the normal player functions such as general message, or even log out. With no other option, Momonga sets out to learn if any players like himself are in this new world. Taking on the name of the guild, Ainzel Gown, as a message to any other remaining players, Momonga begins exploring the world in an attempt to figure out what has happened while searching for anyone or anything that could help him solve this mystery, while ensuring the safety of Nazarick. Ainzel Gown seems to have modifications made to his behavior by in-game mechanics, because he demonstrates no moral qualms with killing and other actions that are taboo in the real world. This is a story about the psychology of a creature with near limitless power who is beyond ethical concerns. Number 6. Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Ristart is a novice goddess who was placed in charge of saving the world of Gaybrand from a demon lord by summoning a human hero. An S-class world, Gaybrand is extremely dangerous, so Ristart is careful to select a hero who will be able to prevail against the enemies. She settles on Saya Ryagwin, whose stats are many times greater than any other contender. Unfortunately, upon summoning him, Ristart finds to her dismay that he is ridiculously cautious of everything, including her. Refusing to even enter Gaybrand's safest areas until he is trained to a level that he is comfortable with, Saya's reticence drives the goddess crazy. However, when the pair finally do set foot on Gaybrand, events may prove this hero's caution is well justified. Number 7. Skeleton Knight in Another World. One day, a gamer played video games until he fell asleep, and when he woke up, he found himself in the game world as a skeleton. Equipped with the powerful weapons and armor of his avatar but stuck with its frightening skeletal appearance, Ark has to find a place for himself in this new, fantastical land. All his hopes for a quiet life are dashed when he crosses paths with a beautiful elven warrior, setting him on a journey full of conflict and adventure. Number 8. Life with an Ordinary Guy Who Reincarnated into a Total Fantasy Knockout. Childhood friends Tachibana Hinata and Jinguji Tsukasa were living the everyday life of office workers. Then, on the way home from a mixer, they were sent flying into another world by a mysterious being. Once there, Jinguji sees his best friend has been turned into a beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl. The adorableness of Tachibana's female form completely flummoxes Tachibana. But these two are each other's best friends. To keep their relationship from being destroyed, they must defeat the Demon Lord as quickly as possible and return to their original forms. Number 9. The Rising of the Shield Hero. Naofumi Iwatani, an easygoing Japanese youth, was summoned into a parallel world along with 3 other young men from parallel universes to become the world's cardinal heroes and fight interdimensional hordes of monsters called waves. Each of the heroes were respectively equipped with their own legendary equipment when summoned. Naofumi happened to receive the legendary shield, the sole defensive equipment, while the other heroes received respectively a sword, a spear, and a bow, weapons meant for attack. Unlike the other heroes who are fully supported by the kingdom and gain several strong allies each, Naofumi's luck turns to the worse after his single companion, revealed to be the kingdom's princess, betrays him, steals all his belongings, and leaves him devoid of all assistance and supplies after she falsely accuses him of sexually assaulting her. For his alleged crimes, Naofumi is branded a criminal and made an outcast of society. With hatred filling his heart, he sets out alone, vowing vengeance against those who wronged him. Number 10. The Dungeon of Black Company. Kinji Ninomiya has amassed enough money through real estate investment to fund a penthouse lifestyle without ever having to work. This changes when a portal suddenly transports him to a fantasy world where he quickly ends up enslaved to a mining company extracting crystals from a dungeon. Desperate for a way out of this new poverty, Kinji tries to regain financial stability by any means necessary, gathering himself an unusual adventuring party, the titular Black Company, in the process. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.